Welcome back to Mac Talks Football. And Chelsea and Arsenal have played out a 1-all draw at Stamford Bridge. And if I'm being very honest, it was quite a bad game of football. So let's go ahead and talk about it. As I said, it was a really bad game of football. Quite boring, quite lackluster from both of the sides. It was so bland, especially in that first half. Like it was so lethargic. There was no impetus from any of the players. It just felt flat the entire game. Like it was hyped up for such a big game. Chelsea were amazing this season, have been amazing this season, and Arsenal, of course, they are supposedly still one of the title contenders. But this game, both of them, trying to get close to Liverpool and Manchester City, and with the results going in a way their favor, with Manchester City losing, there was a big chance for both of them to get close to City. But the way that both of them played, I think it was quite a shocking performance from both sides. I'm not going to blame Arsenal, because I'm pissed at my club because the way that they played. But I'm equally I know Chelsea fan can come up to me and say that they played well. Like they were equally bad just like Arsenal. I really don't know what the strategy was. I just felt like both the managers over thought like they just try to oversmart each other so much that they basically lost lost what they were supposed to do in this game. So many misplaced passes from both the side. It was such a cagey affair. Both they were not really able to get the balls to their main forward Nicholas Jackson. Like he was invisible the entire game. Kai Havertz, he scored the goal. It was an offside goal, but apart from them, he was literally invisible as well. Nothing really of substance. Two biggest players going into the game. Cole Palmer, he had one good shot in the first half. Apart from that, he was completely invisible. Bukayo Saka, again, he was barely mentioned. There were instances where Cole Palmer did not have did not touch the ball for about 25 minutes. That's Cole Palmer for Chelsea. Bukayo Saka had a spell of 18 minutes where he did not touch the ball. That's how bad, like, the two star players that everybody sort of expected were gonna light the game on fire were that, and that just shows you how bad it was. And it's not just the on the game movement, of the game movement as well. In the end of the first half, like, Cole Palmer's usually so good with the free kicks. He gets two free kicks and absolutely atrocious. Declan Rice with his crosses, whether it was the free kicks or the corners, going all over the place. And even defensively, the way that both the teams are conceded, I think Arsenal's goal was a bit better. Odegaard with that a beautiful low ball, opening up Chelsea's defense. And they had two players, Saka and Martinelli. Both of them were on the end of it, and Martinelli scores a great goal, squeezes it past the Chelsea goalkeeper, and it becomes a 1-0. And at that time, with the way that the game has had went, I really thought that Arsenal could go ahead and win it, because Chelsea did not really offer anything. And as I said before, Arsenal were equally bad as well. So that the way when the goal went in, I thought now Chelsea have to come out, and this might open up the game a bit, and it might give Arsenal the chance to go ahead and score another. But it did not happen at the Chelsea goal. I'm so pissed at Kai Havertz. Like, he is the reason that Arsenal conceded that goal. He's barely standing there. He lets Neto easily pass away. He's not even he's not tracking his run. He's just standing there looking at the ball. And Neto easily goes away, gets the pass, moves behind him, and scores the goal. Gabriel was pissed at him that why you did not go. Odegaard, the moment the ball goes in, if you look at the replay, he goes to the ground and shouting at him. It is basically Kai Havertz's fault that Arsenal conceded that goal. It is a very bad bad goal to concede. But if you look at the overall play, I think both the teams really did not deserve to win this game. Arsenal had a late chance right at the end of the game. Trossard whips in the cross. So not Trossard. Trossard was the one who almost who made the last strike. If he lets it roll to Kai Havertz, he scores. There's a big indication maybe that was going to be an offside, but I think that would have been a biggest talking point of the game. But Arsenal were not able to connect. Apart from that, but there are not many big points to talk about, and it is such a disappointing thing because it's Arsenal versus Chelsea. It was the big highlighting main game of the weekend in the Premier League, and it ended in such a disappointing. If I'm being very honest with you, both teams finished are on the same number of points. Chelsea are third, Arsenal are fourth, 9 points behind Liverpool, both of them, and now 4 points behind Manchester City. So it's a big in a way a loss for both the teams. Is the title race over for Arsenal? There's a big question. A lot of people are going on social media that the title race is over, the title is done and dusted. I really don't think so that the title is over till now. Not only for City and only for Arsenal, because as I said, it's a 9-point game and this is the Premier League. Any team can defeat any team. So I am not really gonna sit here and say that the title isn't. I thought it was done when we lost to last weekend to Newcastle, but today I really don't think so. I'll be very honest with you, I am much more, in a way, what's the word I'm going to use, I'm much more comfortable with Liverpool having a 9-point lead in place of City. If City had a 9-point lead, I would have said the title is done and dusted, but with Liverpool, there is just lingering feeling that they are going to draw points. They have been really good this season, but there are games like Arsenal almost defeated them. They somehow got that draw in that game, and there are moments in the games when and the way that Liverpool play, there's a big chance that they are going to lose the game. Last weekend against Brighton as well, they were behind for a lot of time. Mohamed Salah is at the moment, for the last 3-4 weeks, he's carrying that team. He's their main player. He's the guy that is doing all the tricks. So it's not very hard for Arsenal to and not only for Arsenal, people. I said before the game as well that people are not really mentioning Chelsea. I still think they are in the title race at the moment. They are in the title race as well. So for both of the teams, it is very possible that they can go ahead and catch Chelsea. Catch Liverpool. I think they are going to draw points, and I think these teams are going to take advantage of that. There are still big games to play when we come back from the international break. That Liverpool Manchester City game is going to be huge. It is going to be a massive game for both the teams. If Liverpool win that game, that is a big thing for them. But at the moment, for me, the title is not gone. I think it is still too early to call that the title is gone, especially because Liverpool are on the lead. I keep on saying that if City had a 9-point lead or 9-point lead over us, I would have said that title is done and dusted. But with Liverpool, I don't see it. Arteta and Arsenal would be really disappointed, especially at the last chance. They should have scored that goal. I mean, that was the chance for us to win that game. You could see Arteta's reaction rolling on the ground because he knew that that was the moment. In the end, it ends 1-1. I think Chelsea, Maresca himself, he would not be really pleased with that performance because it did not went the way that he would have liked. As I said, both the teams were quite lackluster in the way that they played. I don't know what the reason for it was. I just as I said before, I just think that both the managers tried to overthink too much in that game, and that resulted in this game being such a disappointment for all of them. Still, Chelsea, they finished at the weekend in a third position. For them, it will be a really good. Arsenal are fourth, same number of points, just behind on goal difference. In the end, in my opinion, a fair result, a disappointing game, but a fair result. So yeah, that is it for me in this video. Let me know what you guys thought of the game, or what are your views on the title race. Do you think it's really over for Arsenal and Chelsea as well, and do you think Chelsea are in the title race or not? Let me know what you guys thought of the game in the comment section below. Like the video, share it as well. Click on the notification bell, and please subscribe to the channel. We are trying to get to 450 subscribers by the end of November, so please go and help the channel out. Until next time, bye bye.